Yeah, what's good YouTube, man? It's your boy Swag back at it again with another banger. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a 6'10 Giannis build that has elite finishing, elite defense, rebounding, can shoot a little, and just the overall best Giannis build if you like that style of play. Now don't forget to hit that sub button, hit that like button, and turn noties on to not miss out on any build videos. Let's get straight to the build. Starting with the template, we're going to go 6'10 for the height. Now, Giannis is listed at 6'11, but with us wanting to have that speed with ball for lightning launch and a good mixture of speed, agility, and strength, 6'10 seems to be the best height. Now, we're going to go with a max wingspan because Giannis excels in paint defense and rebounding. And then lastly, we're going to go 227 pounds. This allows us to have that 68 speed with ball, which we need for that bronze lightning launch, as well as the ability to get 96 defensive rebound for Hall of Fame rebound chaser. Moving on to attributes, we're going to go with a maxed out speed of 78 and a 70 agility. Again, Giannis is known for his athleticism, so being able to be mobile on a build like this is definitely nice. We're also going to go with a 75 strength, which is a requirement for certain badges we want on this build. And then finally an 80 vert. 80 because high vert definitely helps with rebounding, but also because 80 vert is a requirement for gold posterizer, which we will be getting on this build. Moving on to rebounding, we're going to go with a 92 D board for that gold rebound chaser. And I know some of you are like,
Swag, you said you raised the weight to get 96 defensive rebound for Hall of Fame rebound chaser. Why are you only going 92?
Yes, that is true. For now, we are going with 92, but we wanted the ability to get 96 because eventually with cap breakers, whether it's cap breakers from season rewards or cap breakers from rep, you'll be able to use those cap breakers on D board to get it to a 96 and get that Hall of Fame rebound chaser. We're also going to raise our O board to a 75. Not the best, but with everything else we wanted on the build, we couldn't afford to get it any higher. Moving on to defense, we're going to go with an 84 block and a 74 interior for that silver paint controller and bronze post move lockdown. Now, Giannis is an elite shot blocker, so only going with silver paint controller does seem kind of troll, but with the new max plus 2s, you'll see what we end up doing with that. Now for steal, we're going to go with a 73 for that silver interceptor, which is nice for getting the occasional lane steal, and then a 71 perimeter for that bronze challenger. With this build, you're not really going to be guarding the perimeter all that much, but even if you do, you are 6'10 with a max wingspan, so although you only have a 71 perimeter, you'll definitely be able to get good contests because of your length. Moving on to playmaking, we're going to go with a 76 pass accuracy for that silver break starter and silver versatile visionary. As a Giannis type build, you are going to be slashing and attacking the basket, drawing double teams and forcing the help defense. So we wanted somewhat of a decent pass hack so we can kick it out to our teammates cleanly and smoothly. For ball handle, 70 is a nice threshold to reach for these bigger builds because that's the requirement for KD SIGs. And let me tell you, KD be moving. So we started out at a 70 and raised our speed with ball to a 68 for that bronze lightning launch. However, by only going 70, we were missing out on a couple of key badges like bronze handles for days at 71, gold strong handles at 73, and bronze ankle assassin at 75. Now you can get up to a 78 ball handle on this build, and initially you're going to see I raised it to a 76, but after looking at all the different requirements, there wasn't any SIGs that we can get on a 6'10 build that required 76 plus. I saw a lot of 70, and at most I saw a lot of 75 ball handle requirements, so we end up going with only 75. Also, every ball handle badge on this build falls under a tier 2, so if you plan on dribbling a lot on this build, you probably want to utilize your max plus 2s on something like lightning launch or handles for days. Moving on to shooting, we're going to raise our midi to a 78 for that silver set shot specialist. And although Giannis in real life can knock down the occasional 3 here and there, shooting 3s is just really not his game at all, and it's really expensive to get on this build. So we're actually just going to leave it like that with just a midi. Now, even 78 midi in itself isn't all that impressive, but our main source of scoring is going to be attacking the basket with elite finishing, with the occasional mid-range shot here and there. And as far as free throw, I made this build as like a fun park build, but if you plan on taking this build to like the rec or pro-am, I definitely recommend raising the free throw because with how much you'll be slashing to the basket, you'll definitely be getting fouled and set to the line a lot, and you want to be able to hit those free throws consistently. finally moving on to the finishing, the bread and butter of this build. We're gonna go with a 90 layup, which combined with our 75 strength does unlock gold physical finisher. And as you can see in the clips, man, the layups on a tall build like this are just insane. Whether you're utilizing Euros or just head down attacking the basket, having a 90 layup can definitely bail you out and just make scoring in the paint so much easier. Also, with them announcing custom layup packages, having 90 not only unlocks the best badges, but also unlocks a lot of the best layup packages, so now you have lots to choose from when customizing. For the driving dunk, we're gonna go with the 91, and I know that seems like such a weird threshold to reach because Hall of Fame Aerial Wizard is at 89, and the potential slashing takeovers are unlocked at 90, so why are we going 91? Well, this is where we're gonna use the build specialization to eventually get 93 dunk for Posterizer on gold, and then eventually Legend Posterizer with the badge perk. Now these big slashing builds go absolutely crazy with the dunk, so I can only imagine how it'll be with Legend. And if you're confused on how getting Legend Posterizer on this build is even possible, I'm going to finish putting the last couple of attributes on this build to finalize it, and then do a full build specialization and badge perks breakdown for this build. Moving on to standing dunk, we're gonna go with a 72 for that bronze rise up. Now in reality, Giannis is probably closer to like an 81 standing or maybe even 90. But as we reach 92, we're pretty much maxed out for this build already. Now with our last couple attributes, I tried raising post control, but was only able to get it to like a 68, which isn't that good. You can go like +1 agility, but what I found was best was upgrading our steal from a 73 to a 79. Now reaching 79 unlocks that silver glove, and although plug steals are pretty much out the game, if you position yourself correctly, you'll be able to poke the ball loose and get some on-ball steals. Now, like I said, if you're going to be playing rec or pro-am on this build, I recommend raising the free throw on this build instead of the steal, because you are going to be getting to the line a lot with how much you'll be slashing. But if you're mainly going to use this build in the park, in the theater and things like that, you can keep the free throw low and get the higher steal. Now the build is finally a 99 overall, but we are not done yet. Let's get into how we're going to utilize the badge specialization and where to best use the max +2s and the max +1s on this build. Alright, so like we said, we're going to select the build specialization for finishing and the 2 cap breakers we eventually get from completing goal number 6 and goal number 8, as you can see. And really quickly, I know I'm showing you guys the shooting specialization, but this was the only screenshot 2K has released so far regarding the specialization. Also, we can pretty much be 100% sure that the cap breakers will be unlocked at the same goal level between all 5 options. So if the cap breakers in shooting is goal number 6 and goal number 8, then for finishing, it's most likely going to be goal number 6 and goal number 8. So moving on, +2 cap breaker driving dunk from 91 to 93. This now gives us gold posterizer, which is why we went with the 80 vert to begin with. Now with our build specialization max +2, we can raise our now gold posterizer to legend posterizer, or if you rather have the physical finisher on legend, you can choose that option as well. But I personally think the legend posterizer on a build like this would be absolutely crazy. Now for our build specialization max +1, we're gonna raise our physical finisher from gold to half. Now those were our category specific max +1 and 2s. We still have our 2 regular max +2s and our 2 regular max +1s. So with our max +2 tier 1, we're gonna raise our paint patroller from silver to half. Like I was saying earlier, Giannis is an elite shot blocker, so being able to now have Hall of Fame paint patroller definitely makes the build more Giannis-like and better overall. Now for our max +2 tier 2, we can raise our strong handles from gold to legend to just bully our way to the basket and throw defenders out the way. Or if you want to focus more on the defense aspect of the build, you can pair the Hall of Fame paint patroller with Hall of Fame high flying denier. Now moving on to our regular max +1 tier 1, we're going to raise our rebound chaser from gold to half. Now I show a little like ... and then it says rebound chaser half to legend. This goes back to what I was saying about making sure we have the ability to get 96 defensive rebound on this build, because whenever we hit that first rep that gives us those +5 cap breakers, we can raise our D board to a 96 And doing this will now give us Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser, so we'll be able to max +1 it to Legend. And then finally, our max +1 tier 2, we're gonna raise our High Flying Denier from silver to gold. Now this is utilizing the max +2s and 1s to play like a rim protector, having the Hall of Fame chase down. However, if you feel like you want to be able to cook up dribbling and really score off the dribble and just be more explosive with the ball, we can switch up our max +2 tier 2 from strong handles to lightning launch to go from bronze lightning launch to gold, which is super glitchy. So all in all, we have Legend Posterizer, Hall of Fame physical finisher, Hall of Fame strong handles, Hall of Fame rebound chaser, which will eventually be Legend, and gold lightning launch, all on a 610. I mean, just an absolute monster of a build. And as we continue to the end screen, you'll see we get the comparison to Giannis, as well as a build name that fits him perfectly, a rim reaping slasher. And there you guys have it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that sub button, hit that like button, and turn on notice to not miss out on any more build videos, because we're going to continuously drop bangers all year. If you want to watch a build breakdown like this before a lock and a power forward build, click those videos on the screen. Those are the best builds for their position, hands down. But until next time, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. God bless. Peace.